Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. So this is part 5 and the last part of my subscribers suggest series / week. I've really enjoyed making these videos and you guys have come up with some great ideas. So in the comments below, even though this is the last of this particular week, if you guys have enjoyed, I'd love to do this again sometime. So leave me all your suggestions for more videos that you're interested in the comments below, and I'll go and pick from these the next time I do this. So this video, today's video, is a suggestion by Michelle Orozco or Orozco. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but yeah, she talked about wanting me to talk about my most intoxicating perfumes, and I really liked that idea because I feel like I do use that term to describe some fragrances every once in a while when I just, and for me, because this can be, I mean, everything about fragrance is personal, but this can really be how you interpret that word. And for me, there's just something, when there's a quality about it which makes it delicious and inviting and sweet. For me, they always have to be a little sweet to be intoxicating, personally. And that's like, it's kind of unexplainable. That's what I call intoxicating. You just want to smell it more. You want to smell it on yourself and maybe a loved one or someone that's around you. So there could have been a lot of fragrances for this. I mean, definitely more than 5, but I decided to keep it to 5 so I could talk a little bit more about each fragrance. But yeah, I could have definitely taken this to a lot more fragrances. So we will get started. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video. And yeah, let's get into it. I have also noticed that they really are at different price points, these 5. So I'm sure you'll be able to find something that is within your budget or what you're looking for. So the first one is actually the one I really want to focus on because I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I've spoken about it, I think, twice before on my channel, and those of you who've tried it have agreed. There is just something about this fragrance, and this, I'm trying to see, it's the 100 ml. This is Secret Obsession by Calvin Klein. This is a fragrance I blind bought, and I really wasn't expecting, it was just one of those days when I wanted to try something new, and I kind of went into this already with a feeling like, I'm probably not gonna like this. This is kind of gonna be a dud, but I'm just bored. And it was $19.99 at one of our drugstores, and I'm like, might as well just try it out. Especially because I do own a mini of regular Obsession by Calvin Klein, and I hate that fragrance. It is very dated and spicy and strong and beast mode and just everything balsamic, just everything that's not really my cup of tea. So I wasn't expecting at all to love this or even to like it. So the fact that it immediately upon first spray, I fell in love. And the quintessential word that I would use to describe this is intoxicating. There is just something about this. It is very sexy and ambery, and I don't know, it's just, it also has one of the best and most beautiful sillages on a fragrance. I really have to mention this because sillage is that kind of scent that lingers when you've already, you know, if you've like left a room or if you're passing by, that scent that's lingering. And sometimes it can be non-existent, light, medium, very strong, very prominent. Sometimes it can smell very much like the fragrance on the skin is what the sillage smells like, and sometimes it can be different. This has a stunning sillage. You just get the most intoxicating, I'm gonna be using that word a lot, scent and kind of lingering scent of what this is on your skin. And after you've worn it for a couple hours, because this has pretty good lasting power as well, I will catch a whiff of it on myself and just want to, like, you know, smell my arm or smell wherever I sprayed it, to spray it more even. It is beautiful. It's hard really to explain other than the fact that I feel like it's ambery and floral and incredibly sexy and warm, but there is just something about it that seems edible to me, but in like a intoxicating way. But it's not like an extreme gourmand. It doesn't smell like dessert or cake or candy. It's edible because it's so delicious, and I just love it. The bottle isn't you know, anything spectacular, but you can get really, really good deals on this. I mean, I got it for like $19.99 for a full 100 ml. I'm sure it's available online. I think it's probably discontinued. I'm just gonna go out on a whim and say that, but it's not impossible to find it. Even if you don't find it in store that often or at all, it's always available online. So just, I mean, if you find it, pick it up. Check out the notes for sure and see if it's up your alley, because it's definitely not like a fresh, citrusy, clean scent. If you're only into those, then maybe you won't like this, but there is just something about this that is delicious to me. And I knew that it reminded me of a Lush product, and it wasn't one that I could really like, I wasn't able to place what it was. And I thought, like, at the time when I first spoke about it, I thought it might have been Sex Bomb, and I think I might have mentioned that. I don't think it's that, but there is just something about this that also smells like old school Lush product or store. Yeah, I can't really place it. Maybe it's the jasmine in this that's just reminding me of Sex Bomb, but I just love it. I think it's incredibly intoxicating, a great deal and value if you can get it and find it. So yeah, that is my #1 pick for most intoxicating fragrance. Then, speaking of Sex Bomb, I actually did pick the Sex Bomb body spray as one of my most intoxicating 5, and this one has jasmine, as I mentioned, clary sage. It is just, there is something about it. It is intoxicating. I know if you've used the actual bath bomb, you might feel the same way because this smells completely authentic to the bath bomb itself, but now that it is in a body spray form and you can wear it, I just love this. There's just something about it. It goes one step further than just a regular floral, and I find that it's really like, it's an understated sexy scent. I don't think it's like in your face Sex Bomb sexy. But because it's slightly understated, and I just love it. You know, floral, but I don't know, slightly ambery and deep, and maybe a little herbal from the sage. It is stunning. It's really, really beautiful. It also has beautiful lasting power, especially for a body spray. It definitely, you know, performs many, many hours. It's going to last on your clothing and hair even more so. And I find if you like take a bath with a Sex Bomb bath bomb and then use this on top, your skin is just left feeling very soft and supple, but also smelling like the most beautiful scent. I really do love this. I have started wearing it even more, kind of like at least once a week I'll spray this, which is insane, since I've gotten it, of course, which is insane with how many fragrances I have, but at least once, like, I'll spray it either before bed or just randomly during the day, because I find it's just really, really beautiful, and there's just something about it. There's something super intoxicating about this one. So yeah, totally love it. Definitely recommend. And if you can order it online, or you can pick it up in store if the Lush stores are near and open near you. But yeah, love this. Definitely love, and I've been wearing a lot of it, as I say. So the next one, on the very opposite end of the spectrum in terms of price, this is very expensive, but in my eyes completely worth it. This is from House of Oud, Almond Harmony. This is a very sweet, almost medicinal almond marzipan type fragrance. I'm going to spray this on here. I'm going to smell very intoxicating by the end of this video, but this, again, I can definitely see how it wouldn't be for everyone. I've mentioned before, it's totally up my alley. I love it. I love how sweet and nutty and that like almost medicinal scent to it, and it smells like almond desserts, like a marzipan. It's very, very sweet. So if you don't like sickly sweet, make your teeth hurt fragrances, this is not for you. But I remember, I'm not usually one that's like overly swayed by bottles, but this was a bottle I just could not ignore. The House of Oud bottles are stunning. I've done a pretty good job, I mean, for my level of a good job, of just sticking to one, because I think bottle-wise, they are probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite. I just love the style of them. I love how interesting and unique they are, and they definitely are a collectible collection because of their bottles. But I've only picked up one, and I've never picked up any of the others, even though I've wanted to. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with the one I picked up. It's just intoxicating to me. I really, really do love this. I've worn this in colder weather and warmer weather, and I have to say, it's even more delicious when you wear it in cooler weather because it's very warm and sweet and nutty and dessert-like. I feel like it blooms better the colder the weather is, or at least if it's like temperate and not in, you know, high heat, super sunny, summery weather. But it's very intoxicating, very, very delicious, and I definitely rate it. Definitely recommend. Almond Harmony by House of Oud is stunning. Then, along those same lines, we're gonna actually move into designer fragrances now. Again, and one that I know is a bit, like, it's very talked about. There's definitely people who it's just not for them, but Olympia, and I have the Olympia Aqua Legere. Oh my God, there is something about this. Like, it's like the ginger flower. It's like just a touch of freshness, super, super sweet and salty because there's sea salt in this or something. Oh my God, it's beautiful. I love wearing this. I've actually worn a lot of this, and for those of you watching my channel, you know I have 2 backups of this because it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I feel like this is a fragrance. I love the bottle. I love the ombre, but the juice itself is just intoxicating. And I think as long as you don't have like an aversion to sweet and salty fragrances, because there's definitely an element of salt to this, you will like this. It is very beautiful. I think that the ginger flower adds just, especially in the opening, just like this tiniest bit of freshness to it. But it also lasts an incredibly long time. You're gonna get great projection out of this, and I just love it. I really can't recommend it enough. So if you can still find it, I think any of the Olympias have, they're pretty, I mean, they're not identical, but they all have that DNA from what I've heard anyways. But this one and the one I've owned, honestly, I could not be happier with. So love that. And the last one, I've left it for last because I know a lot of people love this to death, but that it's incredibly hard to find ever since it's been discontinued. And so it's more so being honest with what I think is the most, you know, delicious and intoxicating. But if you can't find this, I left it for last just in case. And this is Alien, and it's the, I always forget, Essence Absolue. It's stunning, you guys. I love Alien. I'm not like a huge fangirl where I have to have all of them, but I've really enjoyed the Eau de Toilette, which is the one I've always owned. The old formulation, that's beast mode. And I've liked the Eau de Parfum as well. Again, old formulation. I've never tried the new one, so I can't speak to their lasting power and all that, but I have heard that the new formulations just aren't there. And yet this just takes it one step further. I find that it's the more intoxicating, more gourmand version of the original Alien, and I just love it. There's also something very slightly medicinal about this, but I think it's beautiful. It's rich and sweet. I find that, I think across the board, they're all fragrances that, in my mind, that are intoxicating, are very sweet and yet have like a richness that's like either from like an amber or like a deep woods to it. But they're all very much, I mean, even though they're not, you know, dupes of one another, they all have the same kind of vibe. In my mind of something that's intoxicating, it's going to be like very sweet, but also have like a deep richness and be a warmer fragrance personally. I don't, like, I love citrusy fragrances every once in a while, and I definitely have a lot, but to my mind, like, something citrusy isn't going to be intoxicating in the way that something like Alien Essence Absolue is. I love this. It's got a beautiful juice. It's stunning. Again, harder to find. If you can find it and you know you like Alien, then I feel like it's a no-brainer to pick this up. But if you can't, you still have 4 more that I've suggested that are much more readily available. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed Michelle and that you liked the video that you requested. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.